Hello everybody, this is Scat100, and welcome back to some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the previous episode, what did happen? Oh yeah, we went to see the lawyer that Maya was talking about, and we went to the crime scene to get her cell phone back, and I think that was it. Yeah, so why don't we just continue and see where we go, shall we? So now we are going to go on back to the detention center and talk to Maya. Oh, we went to the hotel as well, that's what I missed. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? Yeah, her mother is a whole different case whatsoever. One of my family have been mediums for generations, right? We heard this last episode, where the women have a very powerful spiritual presence. They say it ESP runs on our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There's a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. That's why she became a lawyer. To find out who that man was. And yeah, now Maya lives by herself since she's like 15, I think. I don't know, I'm gonna have to double check on that. You know what, let's double check right now. Oh, she's 17. Okay. And before we get any further, we have a couple other people to work with, or to look at. Miles Edgeworth, wow, he's 24. Gifted prosecutor and with men who do anything to get a guilty verdict. April, May, 23, an eyewitness testifies she saw Maya commit the murder. And Mr. Grossberg, age 64. Damn, he's old. A veteran defense attorney and Mia's mentor. So I had to become independent or I would lose my ESP. I feel bad for her, and all by herself up on that mountain. So, who is this mysterious man? Yeah, exactly. About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? Actually, yeah, they did. Wow, so what happened? So, the case was solved, we thought. Her mother contacted the victim, and it just, hold on. Her mother contacted the victim, and he gave the wrong name, basically. Started out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time, just like media always does. Well, my mother became the laughingstock of the nation. Wait. Excuse me? That was his name. My sister told me. Wright? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? No! I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Yeah, that's how it is. Well, I can't just abandon you. You're innocent. No one is said as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. We will find out about that later. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. I won't abandon you. You can count on me. But so kind of you. Oh, Maya. Oh, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Good, she feels better. This is exactly what I like to do. I like to help. I like to make people feel better. One last question. You are innocent, right? Ah. Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? Yep. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Yeah, that drawer inside the Miss April May's hotel room. Oh, so now we have everything. Oops. Okay. We're gonna move, but we're not going to go back to the hotel room just yet. We're going to go to Faye and Company Law offices. And everybody's done with everything. Yep. No one has time to talk to me. I guess I'll head out. Or will I? Or is that later? There's a horrendous amount of legal books in here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all these. Okay, so it's later. Alright, let's find out about that. Oh, hello. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service. Oh, right. Definitely couldn't tell that by the fancy suit and the tea set. Yes. Miss May, I believe our guest is currently using the facilities. So if you have no need of everything, I'll take my leave. Please, stay as long as you'd like. Enjoy. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Alright, so. Oh, shit. You came back quick. I'm gonna ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue... White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia's and Maya's mother's life. Could it be a coincidence? There are no coincidences here. Anyway. Let's find out what's going on with that drawer, shall we? Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What a woman like her would be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence tomorrow's trial. That's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's... But, I mean... Well, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? I'm Scram. I look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. in court. Dun dun dun. Yes, I would like to save. Where's my coffee? There it is. Oh, please don't fail again. Alright, time for another trial. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. Edgeworth is very, very sly. So let's begin. You may call your first witness. Prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Hello, Mr. Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court, even though we just said it. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe Sharp. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain, sir. The body was found in this window here. Blah blah blah. You've seen the crime scene. Loss of blood being struck by a blunt object. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. That does not sound familiar. It's heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue into evidence. So they're still calling it a statue. And now we get the floor plans. Now, detective, allow me to stare intently at you as you testify to the court. Yes, sir, I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Here we go. That's actually correct. You have a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Shh! Donk! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness's testimony, she would bluff and impress the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know something of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? Nope, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. So, like I said, in the first trial, pressing will actually get more information out of a witness. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people in the area already, the defendant and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and that's correct, we were there. Immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? Because we had... Hold on just 1 second. Haha, I got it. Now, I don't know if I said this before, but if the music stops, if you do something, that means you got something correct. I heard correctly. You said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Yeah. I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. So, even the prosecution is agreeing. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim is hard evidence? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Have any more solid proof other than her claims, detective? Ha 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 ha. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony. There was something I should have told you about at first. So your testimony again, for the, you know, as we're gonna hear testimonies for the 5,000th time. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab tests. Yeah. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. I like that. That's my hard evidence. Looks like the judge ain't taking any of your shit today, Detective Gumshoe. Try to be more careful with the punching sound. Let's see. I don't remember written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. That's fine. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand? Ugh, dang it. Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at. Before she died, the victim wrote... Here it is. Remember before when we were looking at the autopsy report, caused the single blood force trauma, death was instantaneous. I didn't remember what this was in a second before I took a second look, but that doesn't make sense. I like the smug look in his eyes, just like, I know you're wrong, but do you know that you're wrong? Nope. You have it backwards, Detective. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But nobody knew out of this one, Detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down. God damn it, Edgeworth. I beg your pardon, but when did you exactly obtain that autopsy report? Well, it was the day after the murder. God damn it, Edgeworth. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. That was almost immediate due to a blow from the blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. So it's either they died right away or they lived and then they died. Yeah, definitely covering all the bases there. It's quite easy to imagine the victim did have the time to write Maya. That is all. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? No, nothing of these, but, I'm a sham. Detective Gumshoe, are you calling me a fool because I believed your report? Oh, me? I'm not, huh? Whoops. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. Ooh. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Okay, so far so good. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April, may take the stand.